What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Hippo Supercoach, and tonight we've got our mid-round 3 review for Supercoach. So before we get into it, please drop a like, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and let's discuss some of these games, how my team's going. Overall, I'm not too unhappy about my team. There's been a couple of ones that have hurt, but we'll go through it. So Lockie Neal, 129, looking like a pretty good option. I do hear apparently he's under an injury cloud at the moment, so maybe he's not one to jump on next week because he might miss next week's game. But yeah, in general, he looks like a really good option as a mid only. Obviously, we're not going to get DPP from him or anything. But yeah, so he's going to take one of those midfield slots, those valuable midfield slots. But look, I think he can be top 8. Dunkley just doesn't seem relevant anymore. Anyone else from Brisbane? Not really. Going to try and go through this relatively fast because we've got a couple of games to get through. And then my team structure and what trades I'm thinking about next week. Tom Mitchell, fluke game from him. Nick Dacos, solid. Yeah, it's pretty much it from Collingwood. Finn McRae wasn't the pick we thought he might be. I subbed kind of early. I don't know what happened to him. I think it just wasn't that good. Anyway, let's get into the next game, which is North Melbourne versus Carlton. So Carlton had a nice win here. Start with North. So Sheasel, just a beast, absolute gun, and yeah, not much to be said about him. Tom Powell, 92, solid. I'm happy with that score from him. Going to make a lot of money for us, which is really good. Is he going to be a top 6 forward? I'm not sure still, but I think more likely yes than no. So yeah, wait and see. Cherry was good. McKercher, solid score from him, not too good. Same with Wardlaw. And Zach Fisher, this one hurts a little bit, so I'll probably look to trade this week. Yeah, I'd say I'd look to trade. I just think there's too many mouths to feed back there. You know, you got McKercher, Sheasel, Fisher, Luke McDonald, so it's just not worth it, I don't think. Harry Mackay's gone big again, so anyone that jumped on him early, well done. I personally will not be going near him, but it's been a good pick so far. I traded HEWETT out. Very, very, very big mistake. So, really unhappy about that, but look, it is what it is. Like I said in my other video, I'm not going to try and do too many coulda, woulda, shouldas, because at the end of the day, I traded him out. So, it's as simple as that. Elijah Holland's 116, so pretty solid option, I think. Junked it up like crazy. So, wait and see, but he might be a nice pick for a little bit of cash gen. Zach Williams, 70. It's not great, but yeah, I don't think he'll make too much money for us, unfortunately. And that's it for Carlton, I believe. I'm sure I'll miss some players, but I'm going to try and just get through the relevant ones, the really relevant ones. Freo versus Adelaide. So Hayden Young, I also traded him out. So traded out Young and HEWETT for a 132 and a 125. That's what they went. So that hurts a little bit, but is what it is. I don't know if Young... Look, I didn't see much of this game, to be honest, so can't really judge, but he did look good. You know, same role, but just, I guess, less clangers, went at a bit better efficiency. 7 tackles helped him. So, yeah, good game from him. Well done to anyone that held. Luke Ryan, 130, same thing, just a pig. Just gets so many cheap touches, and most of his touches are kicks, so that really helps his score. So 130 again. Sarong 125, kid's a magnet. I do expect him to get George HEWETT. HEWETT put a pretty big clamp on LDU this week, so I assume HEWETT will go to Sarong. So it would be probably a bit lenient to, or a bit hesitant, I should say, to go for the Sarong captain or vice captain next week, but being a great pick nonetheless. Luke Jackson, 98, so a bit of a quieter game from him, thank God, because I didn't want him to go too big against me. Brayshaw, 97, doesn't have the role. 569, so this is an interesting one that I'll consider trading. Just so many handballs, 21 disposals, relatively good time on ground, relatively good efficiency, only a couple of clangers, but yeah, for whatever reason, just not really getting the job done on the Supercoach end, so maybe one more week, we'll see. Yeah, I'm not sure yet. Jordan Clark's also a dark horse for a top 6 defender, I think. What have they said? Started a halfback, matched on some keys. So yeah, looking really good. Playing that rebounding role, and yeah, just looks really good. So one to keep an eye on. Mark King, that's a fluke game. Laird, it's been very solid. Only had the 25 touches, but we know how much he loves to tackle. So yeah, he's been a great pick for him at the start of him. Matt Crouch as well, really happy with him. 110 again. So yeah, just been an unreal mid-price pick for everyone that picked him. Is there anyone else really relevant? Jordan Dawson, 100 Dream Team, 68 Supercoach, 48% efficiency. He's literally turned into a butcher, which is crazy. One of the best ball users in the comp last year, and it just seems like his efficiency is just completely gone out the window. So that's a big worry for owners, and I think you probably have to trade him out. It's a real tricky situation, but yeah, I think the safest thing is to trade him out before you lose even more money. I know you're already going to have him lost some money, but yeah, before it gets too bad, get rid of him, I think. Now let's move on to Essendon St Kilda, the Nick Martin show. So, look, I love Martin's game, 44 touches, but 136 for that many touches is not really that good. So that's something that I'm a bit annoyed about, because, like, he should have had more. He had 7 clangers, some terrible turnovers. Obviously a lot uncontested. Only had the 8 contested out of 44, which is, it's a crazy ratio. But yeah, I thought he'd get a bit more for that sort of stat line, but it didn't. So it is what it is. Merritt, someone that we probably have to bring in pretty friggin' soon. Yeah, just pumping out big scores every week. Parrish, quiet game Supercoach wise, good game fantasy wise, 26 touches, 8 tackles, bit unlucky, inefficient I guess, and 7 clangers didn't help. That's pretty much it for Essendon. Yep. St Kilda, Jack Steele, another big game, so he's looking like a top 8 potential mid, which is just so frustrating. It's seriously frustrating for me. Obviously traded him in and out last year. Picked him the year before as well when he got injured and wasn't that good, so yeah, I'm just the curse for Steele, I think. So, I don't know. I don't plan on bringing him in, but great job to anyone that started him. And if you want him, then probably can get him, I guess. Bonner went nuts. So, he had like 17 turnovers, I think. So, that's kind of crazy, but still 104. Just looked like he was taking a lot of kick-ins in that last quarter there. Yeah, I don't know. Roll looked pretty average last week. Looks good this week. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy. You'd be pretty happy with him if you have him. Wanganeen Malaya only the 91. Lost a lot of kick-ins to Bonner. Sinclair 89. Similar to North, there's just too many mouths to feed back there in my opinion. For them, they can't all be top 6, and I don't think any of them will be. Roll Marshall, 117 fantasy for 79 Supercoach. Had 14 clangers. That is insane. Kind of glad though, but yeah, stiff for anyone that has him. Windhager, 54, maybe a trap. Didn't look very good. I think barely saw the ball in the first half. But yeah, I just think probably more likely to be a trap than not at this point. And let's get into the last game for tonight, which is Melbourne versus Port. So very disappointed with Zach Butters. Only had the 98. I think he had about 6 points in the first quarter. That's what really hurt him. And then sort of went missing when the game was really on the line in that last 5-10 minutes. So, look, it's an annoying game from him, but I still back him to be a top 8 mid. I think he still will be pretty comfortably, but yeah, it's just a tough one. He was my VC. Drew is cooking a lot of these guys mid-time. So Butters was starting at half forward quite a bit, and so was Wines. So Wines I'll look to move on eventually, but still pumping out 96s. He's averaging around the 96 mark, so I don't think there's any reason to trade him at the moment. But that being said, it lets me get Tom Green, so we might have to do it. No, I did not want to click on a sub Radicalair. So yeah, Radicalair played really well, by the way. Anyone else for Port relevant? Houston and Rosie were both solid. 5 frees, 4 for Rosie, and 0 against. That's pretty crazy. Soldo 112, solid score from him, but wouldn't pick him. Max score 177. Would have liked this last week, Maxi, when he gave me a 113 as my captain. But look, got to be happy with that. Got to be happy with that. Got to be very happy with that, I should say. Petrarca 97, bit of a down game from him, but I thought he played all right. Anyway, only had the 23 touches, I guess. Oliver 92, he's going to be dirt cheap. Only went at 52% efficiency. Look, we could probably get him for 550, 530k. That'd be insane. Windsor 56 struggled a little bit, so that's a bit annoying for owners. Hall was started off well and then faded out in that second half, like went completely missing. And then Billings and Howes, these guys are trade outs, I think. Yeah, I think House's break even is going to be cooked now, and Billings probably the same and got subbed out. So let's look at my team, what I'm thinking of doing. So currently projected 1896, got Bont captain tomorrow. Yeah, really happy with my scores so far. Obviously, besides Howes, Fisher kind of hurt me as well, so Fisher will go. The thing is, who can I get for Fisher? And Darcy Wilson as well is another annoying one. I think I'll give him maybe one more week, but yeah, it's not looking great for him. So if we go Howes to a defender rookie, or maybe Howes to Whitfield, and then Fisher down to Sam Darcy, and then Wines up to Tom Green. So Wines, so Green, Darcy, and Whitfield in. Out goes Howes, Wines, and Fisher, and I think I should have enough to do that with my money in the bank. I can't bother calculating it right now, but off the top of my head, that kind of checks out. Yeah, so it's annoying having so we've got best 18, so we can afford to have 4 players from our field not score. So 1, 2, 5, 3, Fisher 4. So yeah, so I'm going to get Williams a 70. Yeah, I can't afford to have any more low scores on the field this week. So yeah, but yeah, looking at 1896, guys, I don't know how you guys are looking. I've got a lot of money in the bank, so big upgrades next week. Yeah, let me know how you're going in the comments. We'd be very interested to find out how the rest of the pack is going. So yep, thank you guys for watching. Overall, kind of happy with my team, but a little bit disappointed in Butters as your Uber Premium. You kind of want more, but that's still fine. Anyway, guys, see you in the next video. Have a good rest of the weekend.